All right, we got a '07 CRV here. It was scheduled in to come in for a noise, and on the way, the car started smoking. So the customer towed it in. Turns out, the drive belt has snapped off. Upon further inspection, you can see the pulley. That's the AC compressor, the pulley. See how dark it is? That has seized up, and the belt was spinning on that and smoking up and grinding and eventually snapped. So we're gonna replace the AC compressor. So we're gonna have to remove this cover here to gain access to that AC compressor. Check it out. Look at the amount of spacing we have here. They did something right with this subframe. So this has plenty of clearance, unlike the older generations. The previous generation did not have enough room, and you had to squeeze out the side of on the side here. But this looks like plenty of room. So we're gonna have to unbolt our lines. Let me see. So there's the one line there, 10 mil there, and then there's the top one there. This should be actually pretty easy. All right, let's get started. These compressors seem to have a problem, and they had to replace a few already, as I said. But we are in the winter right now. We're in the winter right now, and a lot of people will be like, oh, forget it, I'm just gonna replace it in the summertime and not bother with it. Since it's winter, you don't use the AC. Actually, AC does get used in the wintertime for defrost and for moisture conditions. So your AC actually gets used all year round. One line off. Okay, connector off. You see, there's a line up there. That's for the 10 mil. That's the 10 mil for the other line. There's the two bolts at the bottom there. And then there's the two bolts up at the top there. So we're gonna unbolt those. And then the compressor will just pop out. Take notice, these bolts are different lengths. So the two longer ones are up top and the two shorter ones are on the bottom. It's ready to come out. Just like that. Just like that, our compressor is out. So our compressor is out. As you can see, this is seized. So this compressor is no good. And the nut is melted here too. Side by side, always double check, make sure they look the same. Our bolt holes, yep, they look the same. Let's look at our ports here. Our ports, two bottom ones, bottom one here, yep. Let's look at the top. Let's look at the top of our compressor. So the top here, both patterns look like they line up. Let's look at the grooves. Are they the same amount of grooves for the compressor? Yeah, looks the same. So we're gonna add some AC lubricant. I think it's called PAG oil. So we're gonna add some of this to the compressor. That way it helps the system, lubricates it before. just do a couple squeezes. That's more than enough, I think. Okay, compressor going back in. Be sure not to tilt the compressor too much. Good stuff. Good thing about this compressor bracket is that there's a little hook on the end, so the compressor kind of stays in place. See, look, sits nicely. I noticed the line looks like it's sweating a bit, so I'm going to see if I can change the O-ring. Okay, ordered the O-ring kit, so we're just going to wait for that. Meanwhile, I'm just going to bolt the rest of the compressor back together. So, again, we have 4 bolts here, 2 long and 2 short. The short ones go to the bottom. Alright, we got this O-ring kit. Contains a whole bunch of different O-rings, different sizes. So, we're gonna try to match one up here. Looks like we have one here. This looks a bit the same size. So we're gonna give that a try. That fit on nicely. Yeah, that fit on. Alright. I'm gonna replace the neckline as well. The next one looks like it was kind of sweating too, so we might as well replace it since we got this whole kit. Alright. There you go. We found this one. Looks to be the same size. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna replace that. Okay. This lower hose. There we go. Plug it back in. Alright, fit right in there. Perfect. Now we're just gonna pull these guys back down. Take the lower one back up. Give us a little bit of room to work with. Just so I can get my arm in there. Okay, that's bolted. We're gonna clip our compressor back in, connector. Okay, like that. And next, we're gonna bolt this back down. Okay. Press it back in. So no. Okay. So our compressor is bolted back down. Our lines are back, bolted back in place with new O-rings. Connectors plugged back in. Now we just need to reinstall the drive belt and put our covers back on.